be. Like an example is given by the gopis themselves. Narad Muni came and Lord Krishna was sick, and he said, the only way I can be cured if I get the dust of some devotees. And Narad Muni went to ask Rukmini, Satyabhama, we need some dust. But Narad Muni warned them, if you give that dust, you will go to hell, because this is going to go on the forehead of Krishna. So even Rukmini is considered Lakshmi. She refused. Say, no, we can't do that. But when the gopis heard what was happening, and Narad Muni came to test them too and told them, you might go to hell for that. The gopis say, no problem, we'll go to hell. But provided Krishna gets better, and for us, no problem. Even in hell, we will serve there, no problem. So the attitude of service is very, very important. And today is Srila Prabhupada Disappearance Day. I will just make, there is an article today I read from Giriraj Swami. So this is the article by Giriraj Swami, and actually there is a comment on Putna there in context, so I will discuss on that. It's not my discussion actually, it's Giriraj Swami. But let's read it, it might take another 2 minutes. So, Srila Prabhupada Disappearance Day. So Srila Prabhupada departed from the world in Vrindavan Dham, India on 14th of November 1977. One would not usually celebrate the disappearance day of a person, especially one so loved and revered as Srila Prabhupada. Like Prabhuji was saying, this is a sad day for us. But look what Prabhupada say here. This is a comment by Prabhupada. However, the departure of a pure Vaishnava gives cause for jubilation, because he returns to his eternal service at Krishna's lotus feet in Goloka Vrindavan, the spiritual world. Actually, it's from Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He reasons ill who says that Vaishnavas die. When thou art living still in sound, the Vaishnavas die to live, and living try to spread the holy name around. It's called by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So although Srila Prabhupada is no longer physically with us on the spiritual platform, he is very much present. He is present in his deity form, in his books, and through his instructions. His mercy is available to all those who seek it. So this is the article by Giriraj Swami this morning, and it related to Putna. So I'm going to read this. It's a very nice article actually, it's very related. We have gathered today at the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada on the auspicious occasion of his disappearance festival. Srila Prabhupada remarked on the absolute platform, there is no difference of the spiritual master, just like the sunrise and sunset. Both are beautiful. Srila Prabhupada always glorified Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he instructed everyone to take shelter of Krishna. Many people who came in touch with Srila Prabhupada were struck by this fact. George Harrison, for example, said that so many Swamis and Gurus tell their followers to surrender to them. But Srila Prabhupada always said, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You should surrender to him. Once a new devotee approached Srila Prabhupada and said, Srila Prabhupada, I can trust you, I can surrender to you, but I can't trust your representatives. I can't surrender to them because I fear they may cheat me. And Srila Prabhupada replied, don't surrender to me either. I may also cheat you. Surrender to Krishna. So there's a quote from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, text 2, verse 23, 3.223. So I'll just read the English purport here. Alas, how shall I take shelter of one more merciful than he who granted the position of mother to a she-demon Putna, although she was unfaithful and she prepared deadly poison to be sucked from her breast. Please listen very carefully now to what Prabhupada is about to comment. In the beginning of devotional service, an aspirant may think that he is a devotee, but as he makes progress, he comes to realize that actually he is not a devotee. It is paradoxical. The neophyte thinks, I am a devotee, and the advanced devotee thinks, I am not a devotee. You remember that pastime I just shared with you between Narad Muni and Lord Shiva? And Lord Shiva is saying that he is not a devotee at that time to Narad Muni. He is saying, Prahlad Maharaj. So this is top conversation which is going right now. Whenever we hear of Krishna's mercy upon Putna, who was a demon, we may think, well, it is wonderful that he was so merciful to Putna, but at least I'm not a demon. We might think, Putna was a demon. We are not a demon. And it goes like that. I am a devotee. Yet, although we are aspiring devotees, I don't say we are not devotees, but at least we can say we are aspiring devotees. We do have some qualities in common with Putna. One quality mentioned is that, in that verse, is that she acted out of envy. We are in the material world out of envy of Krishna. We don't accept him as the supreme enjoyer. We want to enjoy independent of him. This means we are envious of him. And it is actually envy that keeps us in the material world. Only one who is completely liberated and pure can be free from envy, like Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada explains that one who is non-envious is worshipable, because one can be non-envious only if he is a pure devotee. Anyone other than a pure devotee may still be affected by envy. All of us are affected by envy. Our natural position is to serve Krishna. Jivera Swarup Hoy Krishna Nityadas. If we act as anything other than an eternal servant of Krishna, it means we have not fully realized our actual position, and that our original envy of Krishna, which brought us into the material world, is still the same degree lingering. So this was a nice article by Giriraj Swami this morning. So last week, during the lecture, Brahmachari was asking if we happen to see Krishna face to face, what are we going to ask? Do you remember that question? Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we see Krishna face to face, what we're going to ask? Anyone? Anyone? What would be an answer? Anyone? Any good answer is a good answer.
Well, my answer is still the same. Well, I'll probably forget everything. I don't even remember anything.
To help answer this question,
I would say to let me serve you for this life and in the future.
Very good, very good. Krishna is just expecting this. Because by nature, we are a constitutional servant of the Lord. We have forgotten this. We all are we are serving, any capacity we are serving. Say I'm serving my wife is serving my daughter. I don't serve, I serve someone at job, my manager. It goes on, service goes on. Sometimes, some people don't have kids, they serve a dog, they serve a cat. We're all in service, but the topmost service is to serve the Lord. Like Hanuman himself. Yes, Prabhu, please.
Dhruv Maharaj was praying to Krishna in Kartik Mass.
Yeah.
That's another leela, right?
Yeah.
So when Krishna appeared, of course, as you said, Dhruv Maharaj actually wanted to acquire lots of wealth, kingdom. Mm-hmm. He wanted to be very rich, because of. So when Krishna actually appeared to him, he could not ask him for the riches. He forgot everything. He was praying to Krishna. And of course, Krishna, out of his causeless mercy, he gave him all the kingdom and all of it. That's a different thing. But what devotees do, the moment they say Krishna, you forget everything. So no, that's what happens.
That's true.
You legalize the food, right?